Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In the last video we discussed about the acids, the properties of the acids and the uses of acids. Today we are going to discuss the bases or the alkalis and their properties. First of all, what are the bases? The bases are those compounds that have the properties opposite to the acids are called bases. The bases, some of the bases can be dissolved into the water, and that bases are called alkalis. Remember one thing, that all our alkalis are the bases, but not all bases are not alkalis. Okay, the word alkali is taken from Arabic word that is kali, and kali means ashes. It means most of the alkalis can be derived from the ashes and the ashes of plants. The bases have the hydroxyl ions opposite to the acids. Acids give hydrogen ions and bases give hydroxyl ion. Here we have some common examples of alkalis and their formulas. First of them we have the sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Here you can see that OH is common in all of the alkalis. And next one is potassium hydroxide. Symbol for potassium is K and hydroxide is OH. And calcium hydroxide CaOH2. Calcium is taking the valency of 2, fulfill the formula of calcium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonium is NH4. OH. Magnesium hydroxide, same as the calcium hydroxide with the valency of 2. So here we have some alkalis that are commonly used in laboratory. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. Next we will discuss the properties of the bases. First one is they have the soapy touch. For this, to prove this property, we will take the test tube, add some water in it and then add sodium hydroxide in it, shake it well. So when by shaking it with your thumb, you can touch your thumb, that will have the soapy touch. Next properties for the identification of the alkalis or the bases. As contrary to the acids convert blue litmus into red color, and alkalis or the bases convert red litmus into blue color. And then the methyl orange will be converted into yellow color. As in the acids, methyl orange was converted into red color. And phenolphthalein, that one is colorless, it will be converted into pink color. And also the turmeric paper, you can make turmeric paper into the lab too, that will be converted into brown color. And next, the third property of the alkalis is that their aqueous solution conduct electricity. It means that they are good conductor for electricity. Fourth one property is the same for the acids. Here the bases react with acids, and that reaction is neutralization reaction, as we have discussed in the acid properties. Here the base react with the acid and it will form the salt and the water. The reaction is called neutralization reaction. Here is sodium hydroxide reacting with hydrochloric acid and forming the sodium chloride, that is also the table salt, and water is formed. Here we have the activity to perform that neutralization reaction. In this we will take the phenolphthalein as the color indicator, so that we will be familiar that reaction is happened or not. In this we will take a test tube, we will take sodium hydroxide solution in test tube, and then we will add phenolphthalein into the solution. Phenolphthalein, why we did phenolphthalein? Because when the neutralization reaction will be done, then its color will be changed. That color change will tell us how that was happened. And when we add phenolphthalein into the sodium hydroxide solution, as sodium hydroxide is the base, and when we add phenolphthalein into it, then phenolphthalein will be converted into pink color. And after that we will add drop by drop the hydrochloric acid, and slowly when the color of the phenolphthalein will discharge, it means that pink color will disappear. It means that the reaction was done. And then we will add that solution into the china dish and evaporate it, and there will be a dried form or the powder form of the sodium chloride will obtain from that. Water will be discharged, or water will be converted into water vapors when we heat it, and we will have the sodium chloride in the powder form left into the china dish. Next is the reaction of alkalis with the salts. When alkalis, here we have the ammonium salt. When the alkali will react with the ammonium salt, they will form the ammonia gas, and ammonia gas can be obtained or collected into the jar by this apparatus. Here we have the calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide, that is the base, and reacting with salt, that is ammonium chloride. When they will react, it will form the ammonia gas, that is an H3, and also the byproducts. Here we have in the test tube the ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide. Here the bubbles are showing the formation of ammonia gas, that will be safely collected into this jar by the delivery tube. And the last property of the alkali is that when they react with fats, they form soap. The soap formation can be done into your laboratory of reaction between the alkalis and fats, and it will form the soap. Hope it will be clear to you. Thank you.